Motion and time. Learning about unit of time and speed. Units of time and speed. The basic unit of time is a second. Its symbol is S. Larger units of time are minutes and hours. Since the speed is distance per time, the basic unit of speed is meter per second. It could also be expressed in other units such as meter per minute or kilometer per hour. You must remember that the symbols of all units are written in singular. For example, we write 50 km and not 50 kms, or 8 cm and not 8 cms. Many time measuring devices such as sundials, water clocks, and sand clocks were used in different parts of the world before the pendulum clocks became popular. Different designs of these devices were developed in different parts of the world. Measuring speed. Having learned how to measure time and distance, you can calculate the speed of an object. Let us find the speed of a car moving along the road. To specify the speed of an object, we require only its magnitude. The speed of an object need not be constant. In most cases, objects will be in non-uniform motion. Therefore, we describe the rate of motion of such objects in terms of their average speed. The average speed of an object is obtained by dividing the total distance travelled by the total time taken. That is, average speed is equal to total distance travelled divided by total time taken. If an object travels a distance s in time t, then its speed v is equal to s divided by t. Example: an object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? Solution: total distance travelled by the object is equal to 16 meter plus 16 meter, that is 32 meter. Total time taken is equal to 4 seconds plus 2 seconds, that is equal to 6 seconds. Average speed is equal to total distance travelled divided by total time taken, that is equal to 32 meter divided by 6 seconds, which gives 5.33 ms to the power minus 1 or 5.33 meter per second. Therefore, the average speed of the object is 5.33 meter per second. Once you know the speed of an object, you can find the distance moved by it in a given time. We have to multiply the speed by time. You can also find the time an object would take to cover a distance while moving with a given speed. We have seen a meter fitted on top of a scooter or a motorcycle. Similarly, meters can be seen on the dashboards of cars, buses, and other vehicles. Note that one of the meters has km per hour written at one corner. This is called a speedometer. It records the speed directly in kilometer per hour. There is also another meter that measures the distance moved by the vehicle. This meter is known as an odometer. Distance time graph. We see that newspapers, magazines, etc. present information in various forms of graphs to make it interesting. The type of graph is known as a bar graph. Another type of graphical representation is a pie chart. The distance time graph is a line graph. Let's take an example. Assume that we have recorded the motion of a car. When the time is 0, the distance covered by the car is 0. When the time is 1 minute, the distance travelled is 1 kilometer. This shows that at time 0 minute, the distance moved is also 0. When the time is 2 minute, the distance traveled by the car is 2 km. Then draw a line parallel to the x-axis from the point corresponding to distance 1 km on the y-axis. We see that the time is 3 minutes. Then the distance covered by the car is 3 km. The point where these two lines intersect represents this set of values on the graph. This shows the set of points on the graph corresponding to positions of the car at various times. In a straight line, this is the distance-time graph of the motion of a car. If the distance-time graph is a straight line, it indicates that the object is moving with a constant speed. However, if the speed of the object keeps on changing, the graph can be of any shape. At times, we may have to choose two different scales to represent the desired quantities on the x and the y axis. Distance-time graph provides a variety of information about the motion when compared to the data presented by a table. It gives information about the distance moved by the bus only at some definite time intervals. On the other hand, from this distance-time graph, we can find the distance moved by the bus at any instant of time. Summary: periodic events are used for the measurement of time. Periodic motion of a pendulum has been used to make clocks and watches. Motion of objects can be presented in pictorial form by their distance-time graphs. That is all in this topic, students. Happy learning!